Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we bring you our weekly market analysis for March 17th to 21st, 2025, covering Ethereum, the DXY, US oil, and the US30. Our focus remains on interpreting cyclical tendencies within mass pressure data alongside key economic events of the week to guide potential trading strategies. Let's start with Ethereum. Our fundamental outlook this week remains influenced by overall market risk sentiment. Analyzing the mass pressure data for Ethereum for the week of March 16th to 22nd, 2025, the overall cyclical tendency indicated by the mass pressure data suggests a neutral to slightly bearish bias for Ethereum across the week. While we see strong mass pressure at the start of the week on Sunday, there's a significant drop on Monday and relatively lower levels on Tuesday. Although the pressure recovers in the middle of the week and shows a strong upward trend on Friday, the early week weakness suggests a more cautious outlook. Expect potential volatility around the release of U.S. retail sales data on Monday, and the overall mass pressure tendency points towards a neutral to slightly bearish sentiment for Ethereum this week. Moving next to the DXY, US dollar index. Our fundamental perspective this week remains neutral to slightly dollar weak. Examining the mass pressure data for the DXY for the week of March 16th to 22nd, 2025, the overall cyclical tendency suggested by the mass pressure data points to a neutral to slightly bullish bias, with higher pressure observed around the middle of the week. We see a downward trend on Monday, followed by a recovery in moderate levels on Tuesday. Notably, Wednesday shows a clear upward trend in mass pressure, continuing into Thursday before declining on Friday. Expect potential volatility around the German ZEW economic sentiment release on Tuesday, but the main focus for the dollar will likely be the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, where the higher mass pressure suggests increased activity and potential for significant price movement. Now, let's move on to US oil. Our fundamental outlook this week is neutral to slightly bearish. Reviewing the mass pressure data for US oil for the week of March 16th to 22nd, 2025, the overall cyclical tendency indicated by the mass pressure data suggests a neutral to slightly bullish bias, with a volatile trading environment expected. We see upward momentum on Monday morning, followed by fluctuations. While there's some downward pressure midweek, the mass pressure shows a noticeable upward trend towards the end of the week, particularly on Friday. Expect potential volatility around the release of Chinese industrial production and retail sales data on Monday. Keep an eye out for potential reactions to U.S. crude oil inventory data, which is typically released on Wednesday, as well. Finally, examining Us30, Dow Jones. Our fundamental perspective this week remains cautiously optimistic. Looking at the mass pressure data for the Us30 for the week of March 16th to 22nd, 2025, the overall cyclical tendency indicated by the mass pressure data suggests a neutral to slightly bullish bias, with high intraday choppiness expected throughout the week. We see strong mass pressure at the start of the week on Monday, followed by significant fluctuations. Tuesday and Thursday show weaker pressure, while Wednesday sees some recovery. Expect potentially volatile two-sided price action around the release of U.S. retail sales data on Monday, the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, and the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index on Thursday. Remember, market analysis is probabilistic, not predictive. Potential cyclical tendencies, assessed with mass pressure data, provide directional guidance, but markets remain dynamic and sensitive to economic news. Use this analysis alongside key technical levels for potential entry and exit strategies. Always align with your personal analysis and risk management plan. To summarize our weekly outlook for March 17th to 21st, 2025. Ethereum, neutral to slightly bearish, cautious outlook due to early week weakness. DXY, neutral to slightly bullish, focus on FOMC meeting volatility. US oil, neutral to slightly bullish, expect volatility and watch economic data. Us30, neutral to slightly bullish, expect high volatility around key events. If you found this analysis valuable, show your support with a like and share. Join the discussion in the comments, and subscribe with the bell on for weekly updates. For more insights and potential updates throughout the week, be sure to join our Telegram group. The link is conveniently located in the description below. Stay ahead of the markets, join our community today. Thanks for watching, and trade profitably.